Okay, so this is Module 3 lab activity involving collisions, and you're going to use this little simulation called collision carts. The first part of the activity requires you to essentially fill out a table, um, do some calculations and fill out this table, and then enter your data, enter your results. And so one thing that's very important for you to understand is that the P, when you see P in the table, that stands for momentum. And when you see P total, that means the total momentum of the system. And it turns out that you can calculate the total momentum of the system either before or after the collision, because as you should recall, the law of conservation of momentum says that the total momentum of the system must be the same before things happen and after things happen. So it turns out you can actually calculate using the data either before or after the collision. Remember that for the first table, you're going to do elastic collision. So it's very important that you have the elastic collision clicked as opposed to the inelastic collision. And you'll notice there's a little difference in the carts from one collision to the other type of collision. And then all you do is just set your masses and your velocities the way they're supposed to be, as defined by your table. So set the proper mass, set the proper velocity, and then just hit start and see what happens. Let your carts collide, make your calculations, and move on. Now the second part of the experiment, I'm going to reset this. The second table you'll see wants you to do inelastic collision. So it's very important that the inelastic collision button is checked. And you'll notice that there's something entirely different. The properties, something changes, right? Notice that the carts stick together in an inelastic collision instead of bouncing off each other like they did in an elastic collision. So that'll help you through the second table. And then finally in questions 9 and 10, those are more conceptual questions. Number 9, please pay attention as to what type of collision is occurring there. That will help you in sifting through the different students' opinions about it. So pay very close attention to some of the clues given to you just by virtue of the picture. What kind of collision are you dealing with there? And then number 10, it forces you to really think about these concepts of impulse and how impulse is related to the change of momentum in a collision. Good luck.